So I'm live, Facebook, a little bit later than I thought, but nonetheless, here I am. And today it just hit me. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this type of thing, that I'm able to go live inside of my own group to help other women to manifest their dream job. And so I said, oh, I need to do something, and I need to share some information today. And the one thing that I know to be true is that decluttering for me helped me to get to this place. And so I'm going to keep talking about decluttering, and I'm going to keep talking about a few things to make sure that you really understand the importance of it. So what do I mean by decluttering? So if I could, I'd take you on a tour, and I actually have a video of my office. I'm going to try to find it and share it with you. But decluttering your life and your environment. So what is clutter, and why do we need to declutter? You see, clutter is what is taking up space related to your time, your energy, the places you live, you work, and spend your time in and around. It's the thing that drains us. So I'll give you an example. Someone was talking about the amount of time we spend in our lifetime when things are cluttered looking for things. So, for example, how much time do you spend looking for the right shoe or the left shoe? How much time do you spend when you say, I want to wear that white blouse that always goes with this jacket or with this skirt or these pants, and you just can't find it? What about when you're getting ready to leave and you can't find your keys? How many times has that happened to you? Me, I really do try to put my things, my credit card, my ID, my keys, in the same place every time. So much so, I will definitely say the thing that happens to me most often related to clutter is definitely I have one shoe, a right or a left, and I can't find the other one. And I have my heart set on wearing a pair of shoes that day. So decluttering, it's a critical step when you want to manifest your dream job, because we are bogged down with clutter and the weight of too many things going on and things happening all at once. They're cluttering our minds. They're cluttering our ability to focus on anything new. Not just the clutter, but also think about our inbox. Think about the news. Think about all of the things that we have to sift through to get to what we really want. So it's a couple things that I'm going to recommend relating to decluttering. So one is our mind, body, and spirit is full of these things, and God wants to pour more into us, but he can't do it because we're already full of something else. And so we are full, just like a sponge is full. So for those of you who might clean with sponges or use sponges for anything, so it's like a sponge. A sponge can only absorb so much water, and then it has to be released out so that the sponge can function like it's supposed to function. Because without releasing the water, you cannot take on any more. So we're just like that. So God wants to fill us up with whatever it is that we are trying to accomplish. And in this case, manifesting our dream job. But he can't do that because we're too full of all of this clutter. So I'm going to make some recommendations for you that I hope you follow. First, I want you to first log how you spend your time. Track it for 24 to 48 hours. Include one typical weekday and one weekend day. What are you doing with the time that you have, the 24 hours? Now, I hope you are spending at least 8 of them sleeping, because our bodies, our minds need to be refreshed and renewed, and we really do need 8 hours of sleep. I know you can't believe it, but you really do. Then I want you to take inventory of your workspace, your home, your car, the information you have saved on your telephone, your inbox, all of that, all of those places that you need to access. Then I want you to inventory your spending habits. Take an inventory of how you're spending the resources that God has so generously provided to you. Capture the results. Then I want you to write down how you feel about what you learned, how you've been spending your time. Take a look around your environment, your spaces, your phone. If someone says, "Oh, I sent you an email," can you find it quickly? If you're on a journey to get your dream job, one of the things that I recommend that you do is that you create a unique and special email just for that. Because when you go into that email, it's all about the business of manifesting your dream job, and there should be nothing else there. If you love to get information about shopping and other things, then I suggest that you create a special email just for that. And then that way you have cordoned off your time and your energy that you need to spend and focus on your dream job or your business or serious things. And then you have an email that's, I would call, for play and for fun. Those emails that telemarketers, or when you sign up for special things at the mall or trying to win a car or whatever it might be. But use that for that. How about that? The other thing too, there's something that's called unenroll me. And so you can Google it. And if you want to keep your email, but you want to also keep track of those things that might be bogging your email down, go check out unenroll me. And you can then unenroll in all of those or some of those emails that you receive, and they will roll them up into one email that you can look at on a daily basis and still have track of those things. So once you take your inventory of everything that we talked about, you capture your results, write down how you feel about what you've learned, and is there anything you need to change, but write it in the form of a goal. And so you want to describe your ideal decluttered life. So does that mean for you that you'll be able to find all of our clothes, that you'll be able to find the left shoe and the right shoe? You'll be able to easily get to those emails and that information that you need. And you'll have a life when you walk into your front door and you're proud of the way everything looks. Everything has its place. If that is your goal, I recommend that you write those things down and then you make it happen. If you're like me, what I did is I got help. I went to Craigslist. I also went to on-site, and I Googled home organizers near me. You can also do this on LinkedIn. You can do this on Instagram, and you can do it on Facebook. For me, I found someone that came and helped me in my home to literally declutter every area of my house. The first decluttering I actually did was with my home office, and that helped me to actually push forward into creating Dare to Dream. And so I always start with decluttering. I can't tell you how important decluttering is. I'm going to move my screens because I see some people online. And if you have some questions, then I'm going to try to answer them. So thanks for joining. I see Yamaro. I see Valerie. I see Shelly. If you have a question, just type it into the box. I'm going to move my screen so that it is in front of me, if I can do that, but it doesn't look like it's going to let me. Oh, let's see. Hopefully I'm still online. Let's see. There I am. Okay. So I am in front of the screen now. And if you have a question about decluttering or anything, since I'm live and you're live, I'm going to answer the question. How about that? So are there any questions? Hello. Somebody's driving now, so you want to have safe driving. That's cool. So at the end of the day, what I tell you is you can also Pinterest this as well if you're on Pinterest. Um, what I find is that Pinterest is one of the things that I really love. And I love Pinterest in part because it'll come up with a nice little list of things for you that can easily be printed out from a Pinterest standpoint. You can also, of course, use Google. Google is an amazing, amazing tool. But I will tell you, I have been trying to declutter my home office in particularly for several months, and I was just stuck. I actually ended up, a funny story, buying this huge bin, and I just kind of dumped everything into the bin to clean off my desk and certain areas. But that isn't really the kind of decluttering that I really needed to do, because that bin was taking up a lot of space in this. I have a question here. So how did you decide where to start? So part of the reason why I started in my home office, because it's my own space. And I'll be honest with you, I'm probably no different than other people. My husband was not necessarily as supportive in the beginning of having someone come into our home because privacy and those kind of things to help us with decluttering. And so I got him to say yes to that because it was just my space. And I said, she's not going to go anywhere else but just in my office. But when he saw the results, then we did the downstairs, then we did the kitchen and the hallway closet. And that actually, I will say this, it actually was a gateway to be able to have someone to come and help with cleaning on a regular basis. So that's why I decided to start in my home office. So I hope that answers your question, Shelly. That was a great question. Thank you. Any other questions about getting started? So hopefully this was helpful to you, um, and that you feel encouraged to go out and embark on a decluttering journey for whatever needs to be decluttered the most. I guarantee that it will change something for you, that it will give way for God to use you and for you to begin to plan whatever you're dreaming about in your future. And I hope that you really do take a hold of this lesson on decluttering. I'm going to put some tips in the Women Manifesting Their Dream Job group for you to follow along with. And of course, as always, if you have other questions after this is over, I will definitely answer them for you. I'm here enjoying my Sunday afternoon, getting ready to cook dinner and get ready for work tomorrow, of course, Monday morning. So for all of you, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this topic, this short little sweet training on decluttering. And until, the Spirit leads me, I'm going to try to at least go live in the Facebook group at least once a week with some sort of free training to keep us all engaged and to share with you some of the things that I'm working on and that I'm doing. So enjoy the rest of your day. And until we meet again in the Facebook group, look for the details about this and have a great week. Bye-bye.